Got it.
Hello, we're
Guten
back.
Tag. Guten
Got
Abend.
it. Yes, so we are back to doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I should probably bring up Quentin's character so I can figure out if he's gonna die this session or not.
Oh crap. Forgot already.
Duplicate. There we go. All right. So we're back for another. It's been a month again since we played, guys. What's this shit? What's this month-long business?
I was
don't
just
like
thinking
it.
if Quentin died while Nigel wasn't actually in the session, that would be funny.
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe
Very,
you should have showed up
very
on
upset. Well, there you go. There are those hit points. Okay, cool. Here we go. So we are in Shadow's Breath. You guys have made it to Shadow's Breath. Let's see. The last session, you guys were trying to figure out where to go in the forest, kind of navigating with Steven's new feat that he always remembers things now, knows where north is. He's been kind of taking lead to figure out navigation through here. I think you guys decided you were just going to do like a straight shot through the center of the forest to try to figure out, kind of get your bearings, then go from there. You were going through, it's a nasty forest. It kind of resembles a swamp, even though it's not a swamp. It's just like organic material, kind of gooey and sloughing off trees and bushes and all kinds of nastiness. Doesn't smell great. You guys are going through. You stumble across some humanoid creatures that ended up being Bodaks, just really nasty looking guys with quite frightful faces. That you had to fight and roll numerous wisdom and constitution saves. So that was fun for me. Really kind of got hurt a good amount, which again was kind of fun for me. It seemed like it was a good battle. You guys prevailed. Let's see, Karzas took a souvenir. He took a head of one of the Bodak. And you guys continued on. You stumbled across some more humanoids as you were trying to figure out the best way to reach out to them and greet them and find out who they were. There was a lot of age-related talk pointed at Quentin. He had felt like he had had enough of it and decided to unleash some of his power onto Callista and Steven, since those are the ones that kept telling him to shut up. And you know, when you're older and all that nonsense, the grown-ups are talking. And with the big boom of magic, the figures turned around. They turned out to be Dragonborn. Callista's plea for peace was not registered well. They just completely ignored it. They were charging at you, and we are now in. In retaliation, Steven decided to punch Quentin in the face. He crit on it, rolled a 90, did something stupid like 45 damage or something, just laid his ass out, and he is on the ground prone. And there are two of these Dragonborn that are charging you guys. I had you guys roll initiative, but I can't find that sheet of paper, so we're gonna go ahead and re-roll initiative if I can find the pen that I used. There it is. All right. I actually have this too that Zoe and Ollie don't use anymore. So that you can draw things on and hit the button and it'll go ahead and erase everything for you.
Nice.
So that's fun. Yeah, it's like a fancy etch-a-sketch. So I'm going to use it. We've got Og and Callista and this and Steve and Nigel and everyone's favorite Quentin. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and roll that initiative. I'll roll for Quentin on his ass. And that is, oops, wrong character I'm on. That is, all right. 21 for Quentin. All right, let's see. Oh, I need to bring up Nigel too, so I can roll for him. Callista, what did you get?
7.
7. Og, what did you get? 7.
6.
6.
Oh, no.
Karzas, what did you get?
11.
11. Those are low numbers. Steven, what did you get?
8.
Oh, the wizard goes first. All right.
Oh,
Well,
no.
we'll find out. And yet Nigel might be going first here. Hang on.
He'll ruin it.
He'll ruin. Okay, you guys just have such high hopes for Nigel.
Oh.
It's really
He's been given
inspiring.
lots of
Okay,
chances
here
to
comes
prove
Nigel.
himself, and he has. What is
Nigel
it?
got a 9.
Oh, good. Wizard still goes
6,
first.
7, 8, 9, and 11.
We really needed a
Okay.
10 in there.
I
Yeah.
just. Oh no.
Okay. All right.
Of course. I mean, it makes sense for some of us because we're in the middle of fighting.
Okay.
Very much surprised.
Well, this is gonna be fun. Okay. So these things are charging out. You guys are getting ready. Quentin's gonna go first because he got a good old 21.
Attaboy.
So what's that? How's Quentin looking? He looks like he got his ass beat. He yeah, he's looking very beaten up. And as things are charging you, and like lays on his ground, he's like he's fucking bleeding from the nose and everything. But you notice that he is laughing a little bit,
Oh,
and he's just
Lord.
like, "You guys are fucking stupid. You guys are so stupid." And he rolls over onto his stomach, and he reaches in his back. He's just gonna chug a potion, because he's very hurt. How many potions did I give Quentin? I don't even remember. Let me look at his inventory. 1 second. He's got. Why are they not in there? I know that he had potions. Oh, they're there. Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah. A whopping. What is that? He gets a little bit of healing back. He still looks pretty fucked up, but he chucks his potion. And, so that was his bonus action. What is he gonna do for his regular action? He sees you know, well, hang on. Well, let's see how he's feeling at the moment. Okay. He's gonna help. I mean, I don't have to. He throws up his hands, and 2 energy blasts come out. That is gonna hit, and that is gonna hit. Okay. So he throws up 2 energy blasts in front of him, 1 for each of the charging Dragonborn, and it's about the same amount of damage that each. Just like he just hits him in the chest. They don't really stop. They don't fall down. They keep coming. These guys are just coming straight at you. One brings out a sword. The other brings out a like a morning star. Let's see here. I guess I should roll and see who they're going to attack for, because that's the easiest thing to do, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And look at that. We have 6 people. All right. So this first one is going to attack Steven.
Of course. Well, I'm debating on whether I've got my shield or not, since
You threw it down.
I did.
You threw
Okay.
your sword and your shield down. So you
I did. I'm
you
fucking
threw
unarmed.
both down.
God
so
damn
what
it.
what is your AC just with your armor?
Hold on, let me see. Where it is. Inventory. Without the shield, it's an 18.
Okay, well, this misses. So it just
Oh.
clangs just off your armor. So he just like comes right at you and just like bang, comes off your armor. So it doesn't quite do what it needs to do. The other one is going to come for fitting. He's going after Quentin because he's who shot him. Here he goes. That is absolutely a hit.
Okay.
So
Quentin
this
is
going
prone
to
still,
be-
isn't he?
No, he stood up.
No, he stood up. He got himself.
Oh, okay.
But he wasn't able to move a whole lot because he was getting up and he chugged a potion and then blasted. So he wasn't able to move a whole lot. This is, that's okay. That's good. I rolled a 1 on the damage for that. So that's good. We'll do this for damage. Okay. So yeah, he takes a morning star to the fucking gut and just, so he, here, I'll get the map up for you guys here. Because this is what why I did this. Okay. So these guys, all right. Yeah. All right, so let's see. Quentin is back here. Callista was in front. Nigel was probably rubbing Steven's shoulders there. Og, were you, well, hang on. Steven,
Yeah.
you were at the front leading, so we'll put you
Yes.
right here. Callista was here. We'll put Nigel here. We'll put Karzus over here. Like, what's going on? Og will probably be next to
Og was,
Nigel.
yeah, Og was on
and Quentin.
autopilot last time.
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
the
So
end,
we'll probably
yeah.
we'll probably just do that. So
Okay, that's fine with me.
yeah. And these guys just like, and as they get closer, well, as I'm doing this, why don't you guys throw me perception checks really quick, just so you can kind of see what you're looking at. So they're here, these two
Oh.
gentlemen
Okay, there they are.
that pop up.
23 for Og, rolled very well.
Hey, there you go. That's the way to start it off.
Mhm.
15 for Steven.
All right, so this one will go here. This one will go here. All right. 15 for Steven.
Yeah.
18. for
Okay.
Callista.
All right, I'm just gonna throw something up on these guys really quick here. Give me 1 second. I'll put Dragonborn 1. No, wait, that's Dragonborn 2. He was the one that I'm after. Quentin. We'll do hiya. Do that. And do that. And we'll do on this guy, same thing. Sorry, I'm just throwing hit points and stuff on him so I can keep track of shit. Bam. All right. Oh, we gotta give him a little DB1 on here. Okay. Og got the highest with a 23.
I think
Okay.
so.
Yeah, I got
Okay, cool. Og sees this. You guys, they're right up in your face, so this will probably be something you guys see too. As they're getting closer, and it just seems like they're not really using words. Callista, you tried to speak with them in Draconic. That didn't do a whole lot last session. As they're coming up, it almost seems like they're just like wildly berserk, blindly attacking. They don't look like barbarians, so it doesn't look like they're in a rage. Their eyes are kind of glazed over though, so it almost seems that they're just like not in control of themselves. They're just like fucking going to town. So those are those two guys. Then we got Garzus.
All right. So I think that these guys are running. So I'm having a little bit of trouble with roll 20. I guess like they're both standing right next to each other, right?
Kind of,
One's
yeah.
right
This
here.
guy is up
One's
here.
right
He
here.
hit Steven,
Okay.
and then the other one is over here because he went after Quentin.
Okay. All right.
So,
So
everyone is in a big group. So if you do anything AoE, you're potentially may hit some people. If there's like splash effect, it may hit some of your friends.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was planning was
Yep.
when they were, when they were like farther away, but now they're close. So I gotta rearrange.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that I'm gonna cast Tasha's hideous laughter on this guy who's like closest to Steven.
Okay. What does he have to roll for that? Is it a wisdom save?
Yes, it's gonna be a wisdom save of 14.
14. I rolled a nat 19, so he just is he's just like almost frothing at the mouth going to town. You try to whisper some magic into his ear, and it's just like he's not hearing it.
I just told him a really funny joke and he's not reacting at all. Guys, he's not reacting to my stand up. I think they've actually lost their minds. That's the only explanation.
All right. Let's see. Karzus, are you going to back up at all? Are you going to stay right in the thick of it?
Yeah, no,
Anything
I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna
right.
take a step away.
Yeah.
I like the idea that maybe we should just retcon slightly. Karzus has been like working on a stand-up routine on the boat. the whole
Karzus
time
is trying to get a
coming here.
really good type 5 going, and it's just not really.
Mhm.
He's got work to do.
Well, Karzus thinks it's really good, obviously.
Have you heard about the one
obviously.
about the sea mollusk? And
Yeah,
A
exactly.
lot of
He
questionable
tries-
jokes about stuff that's on the land, though.
All right, let's see here. Nigel's gonna go ahead and try to poke this guy with Gina. That is that gonna do it? That is gonna do it. And since he's right next to friends, then that is sneak attack damage as well. Holy crap. All right, here it comes. So that is 12 damage right off the bat, and we'll see about his sneak attack, which is 4d6. Wow. All right. 19 and 9. Wow, 28.
Wow. Good round.
So that is for this guy. So he does 28 damage to this gentleman, which is going to be okay. Bam! Just Gina goes like slips right on through the armor. Just like pokes right, finds it in there, and he is going to he's going to disengage and go behind on. Right there. Then we've got Steven. You are now next.
What kind of weapon did the one that hit off my armor swing with?
He had a sword.
A sword. All right. Steven you said that since they're so close to us, a 15, I could see that glazed over look.
Yes.
Can I do an insight check on the one that's in front of me to see if it looks like it's well, I suppose Arcana would be see if it's a spell, but like, I feel like if he sees that, he's gonna immediately think that they're under some kind of trance or spell that they say they failed something and they're controlled by somebody.
That was a lot of words. What you want to know if they're under a spell, if they're being charmed?
Yeah, I think I was gonna do an insight to see if I recognized if they were under a spell or if they were being compelled.
If you want to try to understand if it's a particular spell they're under, then you can roll Arcana.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Nope. That's 9.
I mean, there are charm spells. There's all kinds of things. There's like dominate person. There's all kinds of stuff. It could be, but you're not 100% sure. It could be a spell. It could be something else, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Les still has company over. Okay.
I was going to. He's not going to pick up his sword. He's going to attempt to grab the wrist of the sword that hit him and like try to corral it behind him.
So you're going to try to grapple this guy?
Kind of, yeah. I want to hold it because he
Okay.
kind of feels like there might be something more to this than they're not just
Okay, this will be a
mean,
opposed
bad.
athletics.
Yep.
Okay. I'm trying to think what this guy's athletics will be because he's kind of beefy. Let's do, yeah, that's a good one. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
And a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Hiya! Well, I rolled pretty damn low, so
I got an 18 total.
I got a 13. So yeah, you take his arm. Hi, buddy. What's up? You can show me something. I want to see it. Is that your squeaky star or your squishy star? Awesome. Oh, the squeaky ball. Oh, does it light up? Yeah, buddy. That was from the fun run. Awesome. I'm playing a game with Uncle Chris, and there's another Chris, and that's Miss Bean, and that's Miss Lacey. Hi.
Can you see me?
Yeah, they can see you. Okay. Mwah. All right, I'm gonna play. Okay. Oh, he wants to show you the stuff he got from us. He got a squishy star, and he got the cameras right up here, buddy. So you got to put it out here. He got a ball
Ooh,
that also lights up. Oh
That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
and squeaks.
sweet.
All right, buddy. You guys gonna go watch another movie? Yeah. All right. Have fun. 2 more. What? Crazy. Yeah, don't let her in here. Thank you, buddy. Back to Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, you grab his wrist and you're just like trying to twist it up behind his back.
Yeah, kind of like get behind him, like if you're trying
Okay.
to take somebody down. That way I've got like
Yeah.
the leverage on him.
Yeah. You have him successfully grappled.
All right.
Callista, you are next.
Can I, as a free action, yell out like, I don't think that this is, they're in their right minds. We don't have to necessarily kill them. Thank you.
Noted.
You hear Nigel go, oh.
I'm gonna go with. We're gonna see if I waste a spell slot. Well, shit, they're right on top of us, aren't they?
They are.
Well, hypnotic pattern is to. We just get everybody. It's not great.
Our one weakness, close combat.
No shit.
Being our one weakness, being in a group.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll go with Plan B. So as my action, I am going
Yes.
to cast.
Yes. Oh, come on, Callista. You had like 5
Emboldening
turns.
bond. Emboldening bond.
Emboldening bond.
Yes.
Okay. Who are you gonna
so
embolden?
The tanks and the wizard. Protect the wizard. So
How many people can you do? So I thought it was just like one person. 3. All right. Oh, is this like
this is the you can add a D4 to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. That's
And
all
I
you
have to,
get.
I get to pick. All right.
Yeah.
all right? This
So
isn't the
every
one where
turn
you
get
like
a D4.
whenever they get hit, you take damage or something like that. That's a
Yes.
difference.
That's a different one.
That's
I'm
something
taking
different. Okay.
damage.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
And you
All
said I
right,
can do that.
emboldening.
How I can do that every turn?
Once per turn on an
Nice.
attack, ability, or saving throw for
Cool.
Karzus.
All right. And is this a concentration spell for you, Callista?
It is not.
It is not. Ooh. All right.
Sweet.
Cool.
Feature.
That's fun.
Cleric
All right.
feature.
Awesome. Og, is your turn, sir.
Okay.
Can I do
So
an
yeah,
Arcana?
they're swinging at you guys. Oh, go ahead. Yes.
Can I do an Arcana? Same thing. Try to see what they're under. What effects?
Sure.
It'll work. Well, how about 11?
How about no? Yes, kind of same thing. Like, like Nigel's tried to charm people, there are like mind spells, there's all kinds of dominate person and shit. So it's a possibility, but you also know, I'll give you this kind of with you and Steven trying to like get things going and talking to each other and shouting things out. Typically with like a charm person or a Geas or anything like that, one person can affect one other person. It's not like a group usual. So if both of these guys are being affected, it's either multiple beings doing this to them or it's something else. So I will let you know that.
I think with some
all
of that stuff, isn't there like a limit? Like if they get smacked enough times, they might come out of it.
Yes, sometimes being hit or doing something else can like break them of it. That you do know that this guy has been hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say
The other guy has not. Yeah, Nigel poked him hard, poked him real good.
Okay, I think so. For Og's turn, I think I'm gonna move him. Try to flank the guy here. Right
Okay.
there.
Sure.
So, and I'll attack with my great sword. I don't think these guys need
Go for it.
anything special. Give me a second. I'm trying to decide if I should go ahead and start another rage. I don't know if I should be saving them up or if we're gonna have any chance to like have a rest here anytime soon.
That's, you know what, to be fair, I gave you guys the opportunity to short rest last time and you said, no, we're good. No, thanks, we're fine. No.
We were at
No,
that
no,
point.
we're fine. No, we're
We
Og,
were
good.
at that
Og would
point.
need a long rest to reset his rage, but I could do it 4 times a day. So
Yes.
I've only done it once so far. And I don't know how vicious these guys are. Actually, yeah, fuck it. I'll go ahead and go into another rage.
Okay.
So he is raging, and he's going to attack with his great sword.
Yes, please.
And so we have 1d4 to. Okay.
To add to
Attack,
your attack roll if you want to.
saving,
Yeah.
Okay.
ability.
Well, I guess let me roll my first attack. I think 19 probably hits, right?
But yes, that will do it.
Okay.
You got it, sir.
Damage is 15 plus 2 for rage, so 17.
Okay. Awesome.
And I will attack again. 18 hits.
Yes.
Okay.
They yeah. I just put 18. I wasn't gonna go into a lot of stuff for these guys. They both have 18 AC. So if you that's like with armor and shields and like a combination of
Okay.
all kinds of stuff. So if you get that, you'll be good.
Okay. And then 12 damage that time.
All right.
So two solid smacks with a great sword.
Cool. There are a couple things I need. Well, I need to roll one thing. Okay. And then I need to roll this a couple times. to
And I
figure
don't-
out.
If it so, I didn't really think about this before I attacked, so I guess you can decide if this is important or not, Nathan. But
Okay.
I think so. If since Og rolled well in his perception and he saw that they kind of don't look right, and everyone else has been kind of like trying to like, Og will probably, if he thinks about it while he's in his rage, he will
Mhm.
probably be trying to avoid, critical blows if he can, like doing a whole lot of damage. But on the other hand, he's not going to exactly like do like little like light taps either. Just
You
maybe
guys,
like
yeah. You guys are welcome to say whenever you're fighting at any point or doing whatever, unless it's like magical, like I'm going for non-lethal damage. That's fine. Like I want to knock them out, as opposed. But it gets trickier if you're like, oh, I do a fireball, but I'm going to do non-lethal damage. It's like,
Yeah.
but are you?
okay, then yeah, it's again, if it's I didn't really say it before I started it, so and I think it's pretty easy to justify Og being in a rage and forgetting about something like that. But if it is okay with you, I would kind of like to retcon that a little bit and say it's Og is at least attempting to not do lethal damage to them while swinging a great sword at them.
I am totally fine with that. Okay. So both of these Dragonborn, sorry, this is going to go into what I will probably be doing next. There is a green, so their green Dragonborn is the one that attacked Steven. So he's got green scales, and then the other one is a brass Dragonborn, so he's kind of copper looking. And that is, and then, okay, cool. I forgot to do that. I love Dragonborn, guys. Can I just say they're probably my favorite race? They're awesome. I love them. Okay, so that is at the top of the order. I rolled to see if something happens. Special
Nigel go?
happens. Nothing special happens. What's that?
Did Nigel go? Did Quentin go?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
poked with the
Oh,
Gina,
alright.
which thankfully Les put in his character sheet that it is Gina, because we have to know his sword's name.
I was wondering why you were saying Gina. I'm like, what's
That's her name. He
Mhm.
named her.
Makes it more important when he sacrifices them to his dark god.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's
what else he
insatiable
names.
lust for
Exactly.
swords.
Let's see here. So it's Quentin's turn again. He is still hurt. Doesn't feel good. Oh, I could have done that. Oh well. That's what I get for not knowing my characters. This fits. Yeah, this fits. He looks around and just says, screw this. And Quentin does this. Boop. And he is not to be seen.
What else?
Next up.
Did
we
Nigel
have-
just make a wish?
Does someone have a wish spell? What the fuck? Yeah, so that's something that is appropriate. All right, so I am gonna now do, let's see here, this guy right here, the green dragonborn, looks this way, and he starts to kind of like crumble in his mouth a little bit, and you see a little bit of like almost mist or something come out of his mouth. And I need Steven and Nigel. How far does this thing go? I need to see if Karzus is going to do
Is this the one that I'm holding, or is this not the one I'm holding?
Oh, that's right. He's grappled. Thank you. Well, he is going to try. Let me see. Because grapple, he can still do shit. I just can't remember exactly what the status effect does. See, this is why it's good to have a DM screen, because my screen has all this shit on it. And I always forget like what's grapple, what's incapacitated. Here we go, grappled. Speed is 0, can't benefit from bonus to its speed. Okay. Moves the grapple creature. Oh, so he can still do stuff. It's just probably going to be, you have his sword arm, so it's going to be at a bit of a disadvantage. Okay. All right, it's behind his back. Incapacitated is can't take actions or reactions. Okay. All righty. You know what? He's going to try to get out of the grapple. That's probably what he's going to try to do first. So yeah, contested athletics again. What did I say for this guy? This is going to be a 7 bonus for him. Let's get that D10 out of the way. We don't want it to accidentally be knocking shit around. That's better. All right. I got a 21.
That breaks it. I only got an 18.
All right. So he whips around, and now he's going to do what I was going to have him do here. So he whips around, like gets it out of here. He's just facing you down, and you see, yeah, the mist start coming out of his mouth, and he just goes, and there is a like green cloud that comes out in a cone towards you guys. I'll say it'll just be Steven and Nigel, because that's yeah, Karzus, I think you're good. It's just gonna hit Steven and Nigel here. So you guys need to do, what is it? I think it's a con save. Let me come here and check.
It's not too low.
Yeah, Constitution save 3, please. I will check Nigel's Constitution. I don't think it's his forte. It's not. And Nigel fails. What'd you get there, Steven?
I'm in between. I don't know if I should use my 1 round of emboldened or whatever it was.
Oh yeah. Oh, Nigel didn't get it, so he can't. He fails anyway. It's up to you, man. Yeah, you can use it for this, or you can use it for something else.
I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna go. I got a 16.
I'll be right back.
Yep, that'll do it.
Oof, good.
So you're only going to take half of this. This is poison damage for whatever it does. Oh, I got a 5 and 2 1s, so that's not bad at all. So I got so that's 7 damage to Nigel. Okay. And so that'll be what, 3? You take 3 poison damage. Oh, ouch. That is this guy's turn, and it is going to be this other guy's turn next. He is going to, let's see, there are 3 people around him. So let's do 1 or 2 is Og, 3 or 4 is Callista, 5 or 6 is Steven. That's a 2, so he's gonna go after Og. I need to give these guys multi-attacks too. I can't just be doing the 1 attack bullshit. This is, whoa, that's a nat 19, so that's gonna hit. This is with the Morning Star. So that is, what did I say? 9 damage on.
Okay.
And that's the nat 17, so that's going to hit again. And that's not bad. That's only 6 damage.
Okay.
So you're
Yeah, I
just
should
getting
point out,
pummeled
Og
with
didn't
the
get healed
Morning
back
Star.
up after our last combat, unless one of y'all did and didn't mention it. So
You are raging, so you are taking half damage. So Don't take
Oh, okay.
all of that right away. Yeah. You decided to rage, so yeah, they're not magical.
Okay.
All right. Tarsus.
So
So you're seeing green fog come at you. Nigel's coughing up a lung. It doesn't quite get to you. The red dragonborn is just like beating on Og. What would you like to do?
Okay. So I do have a question. So on the Roll20 map,
Yeah.
there is a tree. Is there a tree there where there is a picture of a tree?
So I will say like, hey, there's a stump. Hey, there's a tree right there. For like the bushes and the tree top, like you could probably go under these. That's
Okay.
fine. It's not going to really hinder a whole lot unless something is in the tree. But you mean like for this right here that's in front of you?
Mostly
That's
I was
not-
talking about like, let's see, where's a pointer?
Do you want to hide?
It's
So if
the,
you just hold down on the left clicker, it'll do the little ping.
okay. There.
Bing, bing, bing.
Why did it not work?
The left
I
clicker.
don't know.
It's the
But anyway,
mouse
it's
button.
the one that's next to Callista.
This.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, correct. What about it?
I just want to know if it was a tree or not.
That's a tree.
That's a tree. Okay.
I feel like that's going to be important.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, did I finally? Oh my goodness. Unintentionally, then I like did my pointer. Okay. All right. I am gonna move. 1, 2, 4. Okay. I'm gonna move here. And then going like this direction, like this way, I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind.
You're going to cast Gust of Wind. Okay.
Yep.
What
So
what are we trying to do with Gust of Wind?
okay, so I'm gonna make it windy. That's
Yes.
our one goal of Gust of Wind. So Gust of Wind,
There sure as shit is a striking breeze that comes out of nowhere. I don't know how this is fitting into everything, but
so
It's gonna make breath
it's a
attacks difficult.
line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide. And then anyone in it has to do a strength saving throw or be, which is of 12, or be pushed 15 feet away from me in the direction of travel. So
you're trying to see if you can push this guy back?
I'm just gonna push everybody. And the
Oh,
fog.
I was
The
gonna say, I
fog
was gonna
will
say
be
like I'm
dissipated.
ready, man.
Yeah, because everybody's in there, but there's no damage taken. You just fall over or you're pushed. And it dissipates any fog, gas, vapor, anything in the area.
All right, so everyone has to make a strength saving throw.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, this is first Dragonborn. Save. Second Dragonborn. Of 12 is the DC?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, he saves.
Okay.
They're good. They feel the refreshing wind hitting them in their glazed over eyes. Sorry, Les just gave me instructions on how to play Nigel.
Is it
Oh.
basically how we were?
Well, I'll tell you. He says, here we go. Says the secret is you've got to do the most selfish thing possible at any given time and then be completely offended when someone calls you on it.
I mean, I kind of basically said that. The worst possible thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucking great.
All right. Did anyone else fail their saving throw and get knocked on your ass? You fell.
August fine.
Right, so Steven goes like face first, like he doesn't realize that there's wind coming behind him. He just pushes him ever so slightly and throws him off balance. And I guess he's prone now.
Let's see.
Are they
So
knocked
he gets
prone?
pushed by 15 feet. Let me see if they are prone. It doesn't
So
say
yeah,
that you're prone.
I like the idea
Okay.
that he just rolled between the legs of the Dragonborn and went like 15 feet behind them.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
15
say,
feet this way.
I'll say, well, I'm right. No, you're not. Dude,
That
this
way?
guy just stopped. So you're standing right there. You get shoved into the Dragonborn. So I'll give you the choice. You can either take a little bit of damage by being shoved chest first into this Dragonborn, or you can try to make a dex save and see if you don't just land prone. So you can take some damage and stay up, or you can try to save, and if you fail, you're going to be like directly on your ass in front of this Dragonborn.
I like the idea of him being so tiny that it just picks him up and like he hits this fucking brick wall like a cartoon. Just face first, hits and then falls. So I'll take a couple damage however you want.
You'll take damage. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a 10. I rolled a 10. Fuck.
Oh fuck!
10
It just-
damage. Yeah, I
just-
rolled max
it
damage.
cracks his neck.
Well, Steven doesn't wear a
Hasn't been-
helmet, so you just
No.
want to get straight first in his breastplate. So it's just like a just like you fucking just go right up
Mhm.
against it.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's see. Nigel is next. So he is over here. You know what? Nigel hasn't done any magic in a while. He's just been shooting a short bow. I think it's probably because he doesn't want to rely on Memnock. So you know
Mhm.
what? You know what? I'll roll for it. Above a 10, he's gonna do some magic. Below a 10, he'll just use a short bow. That's a 6. All right, so he's gonna take his bow out. And he's gonna try to do a little shooty on on the green Dragonborn, the same one he's been going after. That will absolutely hit. So that is 4d6. I'm sorry, 5d6 of damage. Jesus.
Nigel, the damage dealer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anybody actually get pushed by this wind?
Steven.
The little
Is that
guy.
where he's?
That is
Well, I
33
damage
damage.
into his breastplate. I didn't go
Oh,
anywhere.
so you got pushed into. Oh, so nobody actually moved.
I would have,
Mhm.
but he got swept off.
Yeah,
his feet.
arrow finds location like right in this thing, like again, right between the armor. Nigel knows where to fucking aim on this stuff, and it just like plugs him. It starts to bleed pretty profusely, and he's very proud of himself, as he always is. Steven, you're next.
Well, since I'm on the ground, I kind of like I see him like kink his, hit his head and kink his neck a little bit, and he's kind of like on the ground going, "Oh Christ!" And since I'm right there, are my shield and sword within reach?
Yeah, you haven't moved since you've thrown them down. They rushed you, and you're still right there, so you can pick them up.
Okay, I don't want to grab the shield yet. He's gonna reach and grab with two hands, with his long sword, and he's gonna stand up and swing, or swing as he's standing up, kind of thing, for imaging.
Absolutely.
And
So again, 18 is are going to beat. These guys don't have anything fancy. They got some good armor, but
that's you said 18 will beat him.
you need at least an 18. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I got a 20. Dirty 20.
There you go. There you go.
And that's a D10. I get to roll those very often. That's a 9 plus. Oh crap! I took the sword out, and now I gotta put it back in. Sorry. I think it's a +7, or +4. I can't remember.
If you've got 18 strength, it's a +4.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so 13 damage.
13. This guy is looking very hurt. Like he got hit with the rapier from Nigel. He's getting plugged with arrows. He's taking hits. So yeah, he's looking very hurt at the moment.
Yeah, so I guess that's I'm not gonna move anymore. So I took my well, I suppose I get 2 attacks. Or will
Yeah.
okay, yeah, so I'll do it again. I'll swing again.
Go for it.
Two-handed. And that's 23.
Yep.
And that's another 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. Next is Callista.
All right, I'm gonna do, what's it called? Another wonderful cleric feature and trait. Bullshit.
Wonderful.
Is it?
I'm looking for the damn thing. Balm of peace. Balm of peace. As an action, I can move up to my speed without provoking opportunity attacks. And when I move within 5 feet of any other creature during this action, I can restore 2d6 plus 2 hit points to that creature.
Wow.
Okay.
You only receive it once. So I can't like run circles and give you twice. But
Okay.
no
So where are you going?
away.
Away.
See, what the fuck is my speed? I don't even remember. 30
I
feet.
assume
got
30.
30.
Okay. So
Alright.
are you you're healing up this dragonborn?
did
because
you-
that you feel a
I-
kinship with a
There's
dragonborn?
no
Where are
negative.
you?
I can restore. It doesn't say I do restore.
Mm,
I can.
mhm.
Um,
Okay.
Where
She's right here.
where are you starting?
I'm starting.
Right, she's right.
here,
She's to your left.
Okay, then
and
she gets an extra
so it's
5 feet of movement.
Oh, so 35. So 5,
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Don't hit me. So everybody gets what the fuck? How much?
You said 2d6?
2d6 plus 2. It's rolling. It's very slow.
All right,
Slow.
I'll roll for Nigel here. So he gets 11.
I heard a blink.
Going. Okay, it's apparently 7. 7.
Okay. All right, Nigel gets a little healing back. Oh, you rolled it 7? Okay, I'll take those away from Nigel.
Okay, so we're all
All
getting
get
7
7.
healing back.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Now, how long does that go for?
1 turn thing.
1 turn. Oh, okay. All right.
Like it's a
So
one.
Callista
once
goes
per short
by
rest.
and apparently toots and choo-choos as she's walking through everyone, and leaves behind a pleasant odor or a bomb. I don't know what you just like start slathering people with lotion and essential oils and shit.
Be at peace. Be at peace. Be at peace.
Peace be with you.
dude.
Peace be with you.
It's fine.
Peace be with you.
Peace with you.
be
Peace
with
be with you. Peace be
Peace
with
be
you.
with you. She has the little thing where she like just starts slinging water at everyone. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. There we go. There we go. All right. Og, it is your turn, sir.
Okay, I guess Og will keep doing what he's been doing. So attack the guy
Slashy,
right in front of
slashy.
him. So yeah, slashy smashy. Okay, I'm guessing a 10 does not hit.
It does not do it.
Okay, yeah, there's no reason to even add a D4 to that because it still wouldn't hit.
Nope.
Oh, but I think a 26 probably does.
That'll do it. You succeeded.
Og. Okay, so I do 11 damage.
11. Cool. All right. Okay, that was our turn. Let's see if something happens. That is, I rolled a 1, so no. Quentin. And moving on. Cars.
Quentin is still hiding and nursing his wounds.
All right, Cars, you're up. Do you want some more blast of wind? You're what?
You ate the rest of the popcorn.
Why did I eat the rest of the popcorn?
You ate the.
Who says I ate the rest of the popcorn? Maybe Papa and JoJo ate the rest of the
I
popcorn.
did.
Why you gotta blame me that I ate the popcorn?
Mom said.
I had a bag of popcorn the other night. That doesn't mean I would like a formal written apology by the morning. that says, "Daddy, I apologize with all my heart and soul that I asked that. Thank you, but I want it written. I don't even want to write it. I only write at school. Yeah, okay. Anyways, Karzus, you gonna push some people with win some more?
I am not. I'm like struggling because everything I have has area effects. That's why I was trying to push like half the people.
Oh yeah.
So, you know,
Push
even
him
if I
again.
I think I'm just gonna try because it's like very
Yeah, push Steven into this guy's chest again.
Yeah,
I think I'm
it's like a
gonna
little Steven missile.
oh man, I'm gonna try Tasha's hideous laughter one more time. I'm gonna
Alright,
try
same
it
guy?
on the guy here next to Og.
All right, and this was
There we go.
wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom of 14.
All right, I'll give there. I feel like Dragonborn are fairly wise. I'll give them a +2.
But they're also like insane right now, right? Shouldn't they get
Well,
this?
you know what? I rolled a nat 17, so
Yeah, unless they've got
Um,
negatives to their wisdom right now. So,
yeah. Yeah, you see another again, you're type 5, you're trying to like this killed in Arco. You don't know
Yeah.
why it's not working up here.
I've
You know.
actually decided that Karzus, when he was in the library and we had some downtime, he found a book of jokes and thought they were spells. And so he's written them down. Like, let's go with boat food, you know, and he
It was
thinks
called The Magic of Laughter. It was the book. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Nigel, I guess, is gonna try to guys, we want to kill these guys, right? Like they're trying to like fuck us up, so we should just kill them. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried.
All right,
I
I'm gonna
mean-
kill him. All right, so he gets another. Well, let's see what he's gonna do. That's a 14, so he's gonna stick with the bow. That's gonna hit. So he throws his bow up, with another fucking 5d6 of damage. Rogues are broken, guys.
yeah,
This is ridiculous.
I mean, they're glass cannons. So
They are. So he throws up his bow. Rolled decently low. He brings his bow up, he knocks the arrow, he throws it up there. And then as he's about ready to let it loose, you guys hear a rustle in the like trees and bushes around you. And all of a sudden there is a dude standing next to Nigel, and he just like grabs the bow and throws it to the ground along with Nigel, because Nigel's grabbed it. So he just kind of grabs it, throws it down. It is another Dragonborn. He has black scales. He has full plate armor on.
Fuck.
He has a long sword at his side. He has a shield out. The sword is not drawn. And as he throws Nigel to the ground, he just says, "Don't touch my brothers." And as he throws that down, he is also going to move up this way with his shield out in front of him. He's going to be right here.
All right.
So he actually spoke to you guys. He spoke to you in common.
Common. Okay.
He
doesn't
threw
look crazy.
Nigel's he threw Nigel to the ground. The arrow went like way off. And he turned around and went up towards this guy. That is now Steven's turn.
After hearing that and seeing him move up, it like clicks in his brain, like he was right. He like, I was wrong again. I was right the first time. I'm wrong again now. So yeah, I think we need to stop him and not kill him. So Nigel, I disregard the last comment, and then he's gonna try and grab this guy again.
Okay. Yeah, do a grapple, do athletics. If you guys want to do a perception check to see if there's anything else that you notice about this particular Dragonborn, you may. I rolled a 6.
I got a 15.
Well, so yeah,
So
how are you trying to grapple him this time?
This
I'll
time,
roll a 22 on perception.
21.
he's gonna try to like tackle him. He'll drop his sword again so he can use both hands.
Okay.
And he's gonna like try to, whether it's around the waist because he's taller than him, or if he tries to like, I want to try to secure his arms. Is what I'm trying to do. Hold his arms.
Yeah,
down.
you do like anyone would do in jujitsu when you're
Mhm.
smaller and doing, but you do a double leg takedown. You just rip his fucking legs out. He goes down, and you try to like lay on top of him,
Mhm.
like you're gonna get in the mount.
Yeah.
But yeah, you knock him down. He's down. 21, 22. You guys notice that more heavily than the others, this guy has many pronounced symbols on his shield, on his armor, jewelry, necklaces, things like that. And I will say it's pretty well known. Callista, you would probably know this for sure, just with your draconic ancestry. These are all symbols of the god Bahamut. So he has this stuff like all over him. Let's see, Steven, you got him on his ass. Callista, you are up.
Okay.
You look very excited.
I didn't know if I still had something, and I do still have something, so that's a great thing.
Do it. Do the thing.
Oh, let's see what happens.
That's always fun. Yeah, that's a way to start off an action. Let's see how this goes.
Kind of how we roll.
Before I commit, I want to cast a spell, but I also want to speak and hold something up. Can I do both?
You want to speak and hold something up, and you want to cast a spell.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you saying?
Yeah.
I want to hold up my medallion of Bahamut, so that way this new guy can see it. And
Okay.
I want to say, peace, cousin. We didn't mean to hurt them. They attacked us. We were defending ourselves. Please tell them to back off. We will not attack them. Is it persuasion?
Callista's
well-
right next to me. Am I allowed to be like I'm like heck yeah? What they said?
That thing around her
Yeah.
neck is where it represents us all, not just her. Yeah, no, that's
What
fine.
is the deal with these dragonborns?
We tried.
Did you hear
So
what
you
about the
say,
dragonborn in the ocean?
tell them to back off.
I want to say, tell them to stop attacking us, and we will harm no one.
Yeah. Yeah, he's watching all this happening. He's keeping his eye, like he's not taking his eyes off of both of them. And he just says they act not as their own. They're not themselves. The words that I would have said at some point would have no meaning right now. I can help them, but do not harm them.
Let me keep them at bay, and I would like to use a sorcery point.
Sure.
I will not harm them. Sorcery point to cast careful spell to allow up to 5 creatures to automatically succeed on the save. So everybody except for those 2. And I want to cast motherfucking what the fuck it's called? Hypnotic Pattern. It's a wisdom save for those 2 guys.
A wisdom save for both. Okay.
Yeah.
What did I say? They get +2 for wisdom. All right. So this is Green Dragonborn. 7. Red
Failed.
Dragonborn. 14.
Failed.
Cool.
Okay.
What does Hypnotic Pattern do?
On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed with
Ah.
a spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of
Oh.
0.
They're incapacitated and their speed is 0.
Yes.
How long does the spell go for?
Concentration 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, they fall. Well, they don't fall. They are just kind of stunned and incapacitated. They stop, like they're snarling, everything going on, and you have 1 minute to figure out what to do. What are you guys doing? You know what? I'm gonna time you. Ready? On your mark. Get Tech up.
Og
Here
still
goes.
has his chains from since he's worried about turning into a were
Tie
creature.
them up. Tie
So-
them
Okay.
up.
I've got this one. I've got this
Start
one.
tying.
Somebody help
Okay.
me with this one.
Og's
Okay.
gonna quickly, drop his weapon and shield, get the chains out of his bag, and start trying to loop it around the
Cool.
red one.
Well, I make peace with the other one to tell him we're not hurting him. We're just making sure they don't hurt us because we got this much time. Tie him up.
Okay. Okay. Cool. The Black Dragonborn looks at you, Stephen, and sees some of your symbols and says, "Are you a worshiper as well?"
Yeah. Not a Bahamut, but I serve Helm.
Did I ask you for your assistance? And he points to the Dragonborn in front of you guys.
Absolutely. We need.
Did we tie them both up? Are we saying we got them both? Or just the one I was on?
We're tying them both up, I thought.
Well, I'm just
I
saying,
mean-
did we get that yet? So because he's
Yeah,
not gonna
you
want to
guys
have
are
a
going
conversation when there's one.
Yeah,
that's
no, you got like this is
Okay.
happening simultaneously. Things
All
are
right.
going on. There, the minute is up. You guys are fine. You said we want to chain them up. We're gonna do this. That no, that's fine.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. He says absolutely, and he
he basically says like, place your hands on him and ask your God for help, and I will do the same with mine.
all right. I will do
Um,
that.
And he's basically hoping that you are a healer of some kind, and so he's placing his hands, kind of like laying on hand stuff. So go ahead and do a religion check for you.
Okay.
I'm going to do one for him. I
And I pray
missed.
to the
My die is all over the
my
place.
dragon
Ooh.
god too.
Okay.
Nathan,
Yes.
can I pray to my dragon god too?
Maybe
Maybe.
that is.
Follow
Oh,
my days.
all right. What was your religion check there, Steven?
24.
I got a dirty 20. Yeah, so you guys are sitting there and you're like hoping and praying, and like your hands are lighting up, his are lighting up, and this thing is like just shaking all over the place and like trying to get out of it. It's almost like exorcism time and either like Constantine or like in whatever movie you want to go for. It's like fucking like ah! And all of a sudden he just like his body goes stiff and he lets out one of those long like and as he's doing that, like you don't see anything exit his body, but you see his eyes like slowly go from like the glazed over like misty like milky white to like the reptilian eyes that you would imagine with the Dragonborn. What's up, buddy? You need a piece of paper. Absolutely. Let me get you one from this notebook, okay? Ollie, I dropped my dice. Oh, Ollie, I dropped them. It's okay, buddy. I'll get under there and get them. Thank you, buddy. Oh, thank you very much, buddy. All right, here's your paper. I'll get the rest of them.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
I got 2 of them.
I know. Thank you. That was a super big help. You okay? You stepped on Gengar? You can step on the book. That's fine. They're sturdy. You need a flat surface? How about this book?
floor?
Want that?
Yeah.
There you go.
I won't look
Okay.
since it's a very.
It's okay.
Actually, it's not that clean.
It's not creepy. Can you close the door for me? Yeah. Well, you can go put something down out there and then close the door. Thanks, bud.
Oh, I miss that kid.
The cat sneaks in though. Bye. All right. Yeah. He lets out the big like sigh of air, and his eyes go back to his regular form, and he just looks fucking exhausted. And the black dragonborn next to you just says, "It's okay, rest, brother, rest. You're back. We'll get you home."
I'm going to use my lay on hands and give him, like, I kind of see some of the cuts that he did with his long sword, and he's gonna like he'll see one of the bigger ones and he'll put his hands on that cut specifically, and he's gonna give him like 15 points of health.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's very generous because he was down to 3.
Yeah.
So he was he was nearly dead. Like Nigel just about killed his fucking ass. Okay, cool. And yeah, he goes over to the other Dragonborn, and he's basically gonna do the same thing. He asks you for help.
Yep.
Hot dice. I got a 26.
I only got a 15 on that one.
I mean, with your powers combined, yeah, I basically just needed one of you guys to like get enough to like get this out of him, to purge him. So yeah, same thing happens. He goes through the red Dragonborn. He's not as hurt, but he still looks fucking exhausted. And he's the same thing. He's like, you're fine, you're back. We'll get you home. He kind of gets them together, sets them down. They're catching their breath, and he looks over to you guys. And more in particular to you, Stephen, and just says, "I thank you for your help with bringing my brothers back. There's too many have experienced the same things, and I'm just trying to find as many as I can and bring them back."
I absolutely. We could tell that there was something wrong, but we couldn't tell what it was. Whether we hit them and nothing changed, and we just didn't know what else to do but defend ourselves. What is this?
There is an evil in the forest. It's not a charm. It is not any sort of an enchantment. It is an evil that is slowly seeping into my brothers and sisters. I have thankfully been unaffected, most likely to my devotion to Bahamut and my prayers. But it's where once we were many, we are now few, and finding my brothers is my main purpose in this forest. Though the evil is getting stronger daily, and my brothers keep disappearing more and more, I wish I was able to combat this evil, but my clan takes priority.
I understand, and we actually are here to return equipment of one of your warriors. What is a sword?
Who has it?
I thought
Like
it wasn't.
Nigel stole it?
Did Nigel steal it? Because I thought Quentin took it, didn't he?
Quentin was the
Oh.
one that like wanted it. I don't know if
Oh.
Nigel stole it. I don't remember 100%. I just don't remember who had it.
I think he attempted at one point. He succeeded at stealing something. I don't know. I just don't know exactly what it was.
feel
If
like
I would assume
Nigel
it was
had
the.
it.
I don't have
remember
it.
him shoving something in his stupid hat. And
I
thought,
will
That's a bad
ask.
idea.
I will ask.
Or
Oh,
did I
Og-
refuse to give it to him?
While we're trying to figure that out, Og had a thought that this reminded him of the possession of Laura Morsi from that town we visited. And so he's just gonna bring that
that went
up.
way
It's-
back. Okay.
Yeah, like Og have thought.
You're using your hat again, Og.
Yes, exactly. So, but yeah, he doesn't know if that's the same type of thing as this, but he is going to bring it up with Steven and everyone else and see if they feel like this is something similar to that.
It's definitely a possibility. You guys didn't spend a whole lot of time looking into like what the possession was, from what I recall.
Mhm.
You
No,
just
I
kind
don't
of did the
remember.
business, got out, and like rescued the kids and went through. So I mean, it's a possibility, but you're not 100% sure. So if as a group collectively, do we want to say that Nigel has it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right. Quentin might think he has it, but if he hasn't
Okay.
noticed,
All right.
actually,
I made a
that feels right. Yeah.
this is going to affect what happens next. So
Oh, shit.
oh shit. What oh shit?
I don't know.
Why are
I
you all
just
upset?
no. You said this is gonna affect what happens next, and I just.
Oh
I'm
no,
waiting.
because it's who has the thing. So
yeah,
yeah, you're
exactly.
talking about
That's what I'm.
yeah. So you guys are
Oh,
talking about like,
no.
oh yeah, we came to give
Mm.
back the thing. And so if we're in
The
agreement
sword
that
and
Nigel
shield.
has it, he says yes? Question
Yeah.
mark?
Yeah, we're
So,
looking for it's a sword and shield.
So yeah, we'll say it is because this will be fine. So Nigel throws up. He's like, yeah, bro. So we got this majorly important thing that we're supposed to deliver to you. Probably someone something real important that we should maybe get some compensation for. But yeah, here you go. And he pulls off Abe and he reaches inside. He's like, it's a really sweet sword and shield. I've had it really in my possession and keeping track of it. And he's digging in Abe. He's like, it's just gonna take a second. I got so much stuff in here. And he's going through, and he just stops for a second and looks at all of you. He says, who the fuck took my shit? And as this is going on, you from behind this Dragonborn, you hear I believe you're looking for this. And Quentin pops up and he has the sword and shield in his hand and he's presenting it to him. He's like, this is something that I've been meaning to deliver to you for quite some time. I'm very happy that I was able to complete my mission. Here you are. And he's just like on a knee presenting it up to him. And the Dragonborn sees the sword and the shield and he just looks kind of baffled for a second, and kind of how you saw with the other one where like the mist started going out from his mouth a bit. You see something similar. You see a growl happening in this Dragonborn's chest, and instead of a mist, there's like a liquid that starts to kind of froth a little bit, and as it kind of falls out a bit, it is like burning the ground. And he lets out like a friggin' like just growl, like not even like the guys that you were fighting had that like hiss and that like they're not themselves. This is like a primal, just like guttural, just like and he launches out and he grabs Quentin and he throws him to the ground like by his shirt, and he just says, where did you get this?
I think he stole it.
It's true.
I think he stole it. And Quentin's just like, whoa, we can't, we're just bringing it back. We're bringing it back. He's just, where did you get this? I said, we got it from Lady Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury said we did the thing with Torlek and it's going through. We're bringing it back, man. We're just bringing it back. It's just for you. It's not for us. And take it, I swear. Just like freaking out because this like Dragonborns aren't small, like they're large in this thing that is very heavily armored, completely black, like almost like acid dripping from his mouth. He's just like freaking out. And
as much as I don't want to, Steven is going to see this and he's going to start making his way to try and stop this from happening to Quentin. He's going to be like holding him back and like trying to explain. Hey, I would have. He's telling the truth. We got it from Lady Shrewsbury. Where this is Erlika, right? This was hers. It's
He lets up a little bit and he starts breathing a little heavy and he says hers.
Okay. Yep. Very much so. I didn't meet her. I was unfortunate.
And he said he looks at you. He says, "It's a shame you did not. She was my mate."
My condolences. I may Helm guide her in the afterlife as well as Bahamut, I'd imagine.
Yeah, he finally lets go of Quentin. He picks up the sword and he picks up the shield and he's just like looking at them. He's almost cradling them a little bit like they're something very precious to him.
He says, I'm sorry, these are just items that I did not think that I would ever see again. I have very, very little left of her. These are things that I thought were lost.
Well, I'm happy we were able to return it to you.
I was able to.
Sure. Good job, buddy. You did such a good job. And he pats him on the head.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, little guy.
Mm-hmm. He lets that one go. The Arthur fist continues. So yeah, you guys are all kind of getting together, going through a thing, and he says, the Dragonborn says, okay, it's as you can see, it's not very
very safe in the forest. There are many creatures that have not resided here before that are now out clearly in daylight and especially in darkness. I would suggest that we return to my clan's lodging for the evening and try to gather ourselves and rest as best as possible so that we can exchange notes and find out what the best plan of action would be next.
I like, does that sound good, guys? So we can help them get these guys back and find out.
Yeah, Og approves.
Insight, just make,
Huh?
can I just do an insight for funsies?
Sure.
Ooh, good
You
call.
can do a funsy. You can do a funsy insight.
How about a dirty 20?
A dirty 20. Those.
Militant.
Sorry, my cat's sneezing all over me.
I was just like, I was
Why do
like,
you have
who's,
to do that on me?
I was looking, I was like,
Why do
who's
you have to do
sneezing?
that
Where the
on me?
sneezing coming from? Nobody's moving their face. What is happening here? I'm like checking all the cameras.
This
Going, what the
jackass.
hell is that? Oh,
Oh,
That a-hole. Why do you have to sneeze on me?
why not?
Yeah, okay. You just sit there and purr. Dirty 20. Callista, those tears were real. And the emotion coming out of this Dragonborn is nearly brought you to tears. Yeah, no, he's you feel nothing but the purest intent from him with what he's saying. It seems like he's been doing this for a while, trying to gather his clan. And yeah, he doesn't harbor anything against you guys. If you had killed any of his clan, it may have been a different story.
Oh,
All right, so heading through the forest for nappy naps.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right. You guys are going through. Yeah, it's getting a little bit darker as you can tell through the canopies of the forest. He's guiding you through. He's helping the other Dragonborn. He's like, laying on hands a little bit on them as they're going. Yeah, now, if you guys, I mean, it's a bit of a hike to where you're going. You eventually get there. If there's anything that you want to chat about or ask him, you are welcome to. I'm gonna get a Kleenex to wipe the cat snot off of my shirt because
Gross.
it is gross. And as much as I love this little turd, like I don't want that on me, so especially 9 times. 9 times. Why you guys sneeze on me 9 times? Yeah, I know you're cute. All right, I'll be right back. But yeah, chat amongst yourselves, make a game plan, think of questions you want to ask this NPC when I get back, but let me please let me wipe this off myself.
Yeah. Okay, well, I imagine first thing we probably want is to just try to get a little bit more details about what's happening here in the forest.
Right.
Like, did it start like as soon as these weapons left the area? Because that kind of seems to be the pattern
Yeah.
with a lot of this stuff, is that things started going to shit once these powerful enchanted items sometimes leave these areas.
Mm-hmm.
We should also probably ask if
Hello?
there's some kind of like some sort of powerful creature around here, like a genie or a dragon or anything like that, since we've been running into a bunch of areas where there's stuff like that around, or the,
Well, yeah.
the
How long
giants.
ago did it like? Yeah, there's
But
got to
yeah.
be something. Maybe there's another because there's seals all over.
Yeah,
the
basically
place.
trying to find out if there is a seal in the forest. So
Mhm.
there seems like seems like the seals seem to have like protectors sometimes or most of the time.
Yeah, we gotta try to figure out how to get that closed.
I feel like the
Yeah.
Dragonborn might know something more about the dragon below.
Oh, that's a good point. We should
Ooh.
probably actually talk to him about
Also,
that first and
Torlek.
explain to him, give him a short rundown of the condensed version of our story, maybe
Yeah.
trying to make ourselves look as good as possible.
Right.
That we're saying this other thing is a dragon, you're a dragon, you must know them. Like we might
that
They know
does
the
sound pretty
lore,
awful.
And they know
That sounds
tea.
pretty awful. But yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly what
Bill
that
the
sounded
tea
like.
dragon.
It's like,
Those
yeah, you're a
dragons, right?
dragon. Have you?
You guys
Don't
were
you all
dragons,
know
right?
each
You
other?
know what that guy did, right? Jesus. Oh shit.
But yeah, just the condensed version of our backstory, get more details about what's going on here, try to figure out if there's an area where they might have one of those seals.
See, I think he knows them because they're the same. Yeah.
Yes.
Stop. Oh, I'll be back. I'm gonna get some water.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the restroom too, actually, if we were taking a bit of a break for a sec, so I'll be right back.
I'm just gonna sit here because the dogs will get disturbed if I move.
Mhm. Where'd my dog go?
We give them the short version of, you know, what we know about the seals and Dragon Below and Torlek. And what else do they say? Big, powerful creatures like genies and dragons. And we ask if they know any of that shit too.
All right,
Do
one
we-
second. I'm trying to get my
Guys, name?
AirPods to reconnect here. Connect.
Name who?
You know anyone's name?
A few people. Which one?
Like I'm talking about like the Dragonborns we just met. Do we have?
Oh, we
yet?
don't- they
We should
haven't
probably
told
ask
us.
that.
You guys aren't super great at introducing yourselves.
I'm
I mean,
also-
Nigel isn't because he's usually the only one that introduces anybody.
So hey guys, so I'm Nigel. How's it going? Why are these not connecting? Connect, you bitch.
Can I press the long rest button, Nathan?
The what button?
Can I press the long rest?
Can you press the long rest? No, not yet.
Boo.
Oh no.
Disapprove.
No, there's more to be done. Why are these?
Oh god, I can't stop yawning.
All right, so you guys, okay, take me through it again. You want to ask him about Dragon Below shit. You want to ask him about other things.
We're
What
trying to
is-
figure out
Torlek.
if there might be a seal, if there's like a place where there might be a genie or a dragon or some kind of significant source of power that might be like a seal protected by something. Go ahead, Calista.
Gotcha.
Dragon Below, Torlek. When did the spooky shit start happening? Was it
Mhm.
when you lost the weapons?
Gotcha. Okay, I think they're connected now. So you want to add, sorry, do it again because I was having audio issues.
Torlek.
Torlek. What
the
about
Dragon
Torlek?
Below.
Okay.
When did spooky shit start happening in their area? Like,
Okay. All right. So you
And
guys,
seals.
as you guys are walking, you start asking. So first off, hi, hello. His name is Brytok. And he is Paladin of Bahamut, as you could probably tell. And he is, he's been in this clan for the majority of his life. Erlika was his mate. Torlek. So he tells you that the clan was approached by the Shrewsbury estate by goodness, what's his name? By Fablin, asking about a unity, word
Glorious
is
purpose.
alliance. There we go. Glorious purpose. No, he went and asked him about an alliance to try to battle Torlek. Torlek was the big pain in the ass of the continent. Everyone knew him. He didn't pose a whole lot of problems to Shadow's Breath in particular because he was so far north, but a lot of his minions they would encounter here and there, trying to do nefarious shit in their forest. So they did deal with them here and there, but when they came to ask for an alliance, a lot of the clan was not really gung-ho to do it. A lot of them were hesitant, like the elders and things like that. But Erlika in particular stepped up and offered her services. Some of the clan weren't thrilled about it because in Dragonborn culture, like it's kind of the clan comes first. Like things outside the clan don't have as big of a word is goddamn priority. There we go. So it was kind of out of character for her to do this, but her reasoning was that, you know, with the teachings of Bahamut and everything else, it was to help people do good, be law, like all of these things. So she thought she was conflicted because she wanted the best. So it was for the clan, but she also wanted to follow her own beliefs and her own morals and everything through Bahamut. So she offered herself to go ahead so the whole clan didn't have to do it. You know, she and Brytalk had talks about it. He was in agreement that she should go help, because if this was going to help the continent, it was then going to be helping the clan kind of by proxy. So that was the big thing there. The dragon below, he's just like, there are many dragons. There are dragons in our realm. There are dragons in other realms. When you start talking to him about the purple robes and everything you've encountered, he hasn't really encountered a whole lot of that himself, especially before all this stuff started happening. He and then the spooky stuff in the forest, he said that, you know, there's always been a portion, there's always been a little bit of kind of a threat in the forest. There, since the times that he could remember and their elders could remember, there were creatures that would show up in the forest that were kind of not of this world. And that's one of the reasons why this clan had made their civilization here, because they took it upon themselves to be like the protectors of this forest in this section of the continent. They thought that was their calling. So whenever something out of the ordinary would show up, they would be the ones to kind of be the shield for the rest of the continent. But starting a couple months back, it was started happening more often. There were creatures that they had never seen before, even in like their older stories passed down and the studies and their histories and everything. It took more of their fighters and more of their soldiers to combat these things. And just as time went on and they got more and more fatigued, because of all this stuff showing up, then they noticed that some of their fighters wouldn't come back and some of the other Dragonborn wouldn't return. And as other people were going on patrol, they would encounter them, but they weren't themselves. So he basically tells you that their clan numbers have definitely been dwindling. He has been slowly trying to go out and find them. The ones that are still in the clan, in the commune, are kind of elders. They're kind of more powerful, like wizards or clerics, and their job has been to kind of shield the clan from all the evil that's been seeping into the forest. So they have almost a barrier set up to where if certain things are being affected by this presence or other things, that can't enter the community. But the people that are doing this have to rest at some point. So he's taken it upon himself to like go out when they're strong, try to find people to help protect the community so that he doesn't have to do it himself. He looks very tired. Like he looks strong, but he looks like he's been doing this for a while. And he is, when the elders are resting, he's praying as much as he can to Bahamut to try to, you know, help bolster their defenses as well. So he's kind of burning the candle at both ends. He seems a little rejuvenated with the presence of the sword and the shield that you guys brought back from Erlika, just because it means so much to him. And it's almost like a shimmer of hope and everything that's been going on, something he thought that he was going to have for a while. So he is, you know, definitely happy to have these, and has a little more pep in his step. But yeah, things have been going bad for a while, and he's just trying to get as many of his brothers and sisters back as he can when he goes out. He's not so much trying to figure out the source of everything. He is just trying to keep his clan going and returning people that have been missing.
So with not like trying to find the source of it, has he noticed any
Concentration.
like a stronger area where it seems to be worse or more
Well, I mean,
common or
if-
anything?
If the forest has always, even before things got real bad, had stuff appearing, I would think there'd be at least, some sort of they'd have some sort of idea of like what part of the forest these things would sort of appear in most often or be most frequently, like, occurring.
Yeah. So he definitely lets you know that, stories that are passed down from their clan, there were definitely sections of the forest that were more treacherous than others, and they wouldn't necessarily go searching it out. They were mainly just like trying to contain things from getting out. So there are definitely areas that were more hazardous, but they could never quite pinpoint like if there was an occurrence or something that happened that like, and a monster showed up where it came out, because they would have to have scouts like in every single like, mile of the forest. He did say that throughout his scouting, throughout his adventures and going and finding people and doing things, and because he's grown up there his whole life and trying to figure out like what things are changing, what's different, what's worse, he has narrowed it down to a couple different areas of the forest that
Okay.
might be the most problematic. But it's just a matter of time. Like it's one of those things that it's just going to be like we have to go look. Yeah, there were rumors, there were guesses, there were things that people over the ages in their clan have thought may have been the source of these, but none of them have ever been confirmed.
Okay.
Yeah. So is there anything else you guys would like to ask him as you're making your way?
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I think, well, I guess one of the other things I was curious about was, so like a lot of the areas we've been to, there's been some sort of like large scale protector type creature, like either there were the giants around that one area with the stones, there was the dragon,
Mhm.
there was the genie.
Mhm.
So just see if he's aware of anything like just like very like large, not potentially like good or evil creatures, just like something like big that's very protective of its territory in the area.
Gotcha. He basically tells you that no, there's nothing that's been like that. If there had been something like that, they would have been made aware, whether it be good or bad.
Yeah.
To kind of do it. They're like, as far as like protecting its territory, he's like, that's kind of
kinda like
where
the
we
dragon.
come in.
Yeah.
This has
That's
been
kind of what
our,
I was
this has
thinking.
been
It's
our
the
our
Dragonborn are
duty.
somewhat like that themselves. So
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you guys start going through. He takes you through, like you don't really encounter anything as you're going. He's leading you through where you need to go, and you get kind of to the barrier that's going to be there. And he says that you can't quite really see it. Like there's a little bit, like for those who use magic, you can kind of feel like an energy, a presence, things going on there. Stephen, you can feel a little bit of like a religious, like you don't know if it's quite like he worships Bahamut to an extent. All Dragonborn do. Like they either choose Bahamut if they're good or Tiamat if they're bad.
Okay.
So not all of them like go like as hard as like clerics and paladins do with like the worship of it, but it's just kind of ingrained in their nature. So there is a little bit of like even a holy energy that's coming from this, but it's not like a dome where you can see like a golden energy coming down. Like it's just something you can kind of feel from one instance to the other. So he says that you guys are welcome to come and rest and use what they have. If there's anything that you can give to help, they'd be appreciative of it. but you are welcome to go in and rest for the evening.
What kind of help do
Um,
they need?
I mean, they're just normal. So they are self-sufficient in the forest. They go hunt, they gather, they get all these things to provide food and resources and everything else. Because the forest is kind of fucked, a lot of the stuff that they normally have isn't as prevalent, and also they just don't have as many people. So if it's like, you know, the people that they brought back, if you can help heal, or if there is anything you can do, like druids can, you know, help grow food, or just any assistance that you can think of that you can give, they'd be appreciative of it.
Og can help them lift heavy things.
There you go.
I say,
No.
Steven,
strong point.
They're tired. Og can move
Walk
some
around and
furniture
do cure
around.
wounds to whichever one's needed.
Yep,
Maybe
I
Og
can.
can you know, mend some roofs. He's had some experience
Yes.
in that before.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Doesn't Les would know this if he was here. Isn't Nigel have like some talent with maps and stuff?
That's Steven.
Or was this Steven has like the
Let me
memory thing.
let me look
but
for you. Let me see what his proficiencies are here.
With what?
I remember him like getting like real like into map stuff when we were in those underground caves trying to get the Arco.
Oh, he
has
was drawing maps. Yeah. He,
cartographer's cool
Mhm.
tools. Yeah.
mhm.
I was just gonna see if he could like work with what is our dragonborn friend's name?
Right
Wrote
talk.
it down. There
Right
you
talk.
go.
Brytalk.
I wrote it down.
I wrote it down too.
You want to see if he can like do a map of the forest?
Well, just like important stuff in the forest, and then the areas that he would like that he's thinks there might be some where these occurrences are, so we kind of have a rough idea like how many there are and how difficult
Okay.
it's going to be to sort of canvas them, as well as
Yeah,
just anything
you-
else that seems that's somewhat important or of points of interest more or less.
Sure. Yeah, you talk about that and say like, hey, can we like maybe make a map? Nigel's got these things. And Nigel's like, oh yeah, man, I can absolutely do that. That's no problem at all. You just, you know, tell me what you see, what you don't see, and I'll jot it down here. It'll be beautiful. And he said, I just need a hut to myself for like 8 hours and I'll get it done for you. And he starts to walk towards the
I've been waiting for this.
towards the community. And as soon as he gets to that barrier, just like a
Bam.
it's almost like a cartoon. He just like his face plants into it, and he can't make it through. And he just goes, "Oh, well, that's new." And Brytalk looks at not because like you guys are all walking in. He's through with his friends and everything else, and going through, and he looks back and he just says, "What is this? What are you
Nigel had
Trying
to
to bring into our community.
I'm, yeah, what?
Nigel has a
Bit of
special
scavenger.
imaginary
He
friend.
picks up random trash. There's no telling what kind of trash he's got in his pockets.
I'll tell you exactly what he has. He has evil in him.
I mean, he's
You're not
it's
wrong.
not necessarily evil. It's
So I
definitely
ask again.
selfishness.
What are you trying to bring into my community? I thought that we
He's
had
not
an
all
understanding.
bad. We've had our differences, and he's proved very unfortunate.
Nigel's just trying to like push up against it.
Nigel,
He's like trying, like
Nigel,
really just trying to like shove his way in.
it's not
No,
gonna
no, I
work.
got it. It'll be fine.
It's not gonna work. We have to
Well,
figure
not with
something
that
out.
attitude, it won't.
Jesus.
Tell you what, maybe I'll just try to dig underneath this. Who has a shovel for me?
Nigel, why don't
I
you
think
just,
it might be your
camp out here?
special friend, bud.
Mhm.
It's
Meanwhile, Quentin is like watching this, and he's just like he's got a shit-eating grin on his face, and he's just like slowly strutting past, and he's just like, "Ooh, someone can't get into the."
Quentin,
ooh,
you get to
someone's got
stay with
sit
Nigel
here."
tonight. You have to keep him safe and help protect him. Got it.
He looks at you and says, "I'm not staying out," and he walks forward and just same thing.
Guess you're
Oh.
both camping outside.
He
Hold
goes,
on,
no,
let me-
this is,
let me-
hang on, no, this,
Nigel and
no,
Quentin
no,
can
this
be
is, hang on,
roomies.
just, no, just, just wait a second, this is,
Let me try
and
this.
he's like,
quick.
and he's like, what is this?
So Steven's gonna reach out and touch his hand to see if it'll go through.
I like to think that Og is just laughing right now. with him.
Yeah, Steven, you throw your hand through to go through and you just, there's no resistance or anything. You walk right between Nigel and Quentin and you just, yeah.
That's all it does. It's just like, huh? Look at that. And then
Persis is also gonna do kind of
Steven,
like
give me your hand, pull me through.
he tries. It's not gonna work, and he yanks as hard as he can.
Ah! Harder. Ah!
Callista wants to walk backwards, looking at them and waving.
Callista's walking
She's
backwards.
walking backwards into it. Like,
Okay.
Og's just gonna kind of
Callista-
jump back and forth, one on each leg on either side of the barrier. Like,
I'm on one side, I'm on the other side. I'm on the east bank, I'm on the west bank.
West Bank.
Callista, you walk through backwards and you're giving a little wave and your body goes through and your hand just kind of like
Staff.
it almost feels like a really like it's like almost gelatin. Like it's not like it hit a wall, it's just very like
can I slowly like ease it through?
you want to pull it?
I don't want to force it, but I just want to see how much resistance.
Just give it a little wiggle. Give it a little
a
wiggle
little
as you're going through.
shakeroony.
Og's gonna do like a stage whisper and be like, guys, we're making a bad impression on them.
Yeah, Callista, you're sitting
You're
there and
embarrassing me in front of my new friends.
you're trying to like jostle it through and do everything, and it's a little tough. You're wondering if it's gonna make it through, like eject on the other side, and eventually like just like gets past and like comes into your hand.
It's good enough. It'll work.
Or is this what are you? You're watching all this happen. You see Quentin banging on the bear. You see Nigel trying to like just like both flippers up, trying to like pull it away so he can like get his head through. What are you doing?
so Cars is definitely gonna be kind of like cautious, but also extremely curious. He's gonna do a weird crab walk, like he's trying to kind of sneak up on it, and then just kind of like put like a foot, try to put a foot through, try to put like a hand through. If that goes well, just like
Well,
walk.
guys,
through.
I've experienced this before. I know exactly what to do. He throws both of his hands. And so, yeah, Karzis, you do your little, I don't know if it's
Zoidberg
like
impression.
some sort of like prayer dance or an offer or something. And you go through and you throw that one foot over and it goes through no problem. And you're like, you crab walk, you Axl Rose to the other side. You're good. So all four of you
And
are
he's
on
gonna-
one side, and then Nigel and Quentin are on the other. And the entire time, Brytalk is just sitting there, just like flabbergasted, watching you guys traverse what should not have been a problem at all. And he just
Ours
looks
is
at all of
also
you, and he
good.
looks at all, and he says, "You all seem to be a very strange bunch. I don't know how I should feel about this right now. I'm just so tired."
Well, at least you can look at it. We outweigh the good outweighs the bad, right? So we've got it all kind of under
The
control.
majority are good and trustworthy. Let's go take a nap.
I like the nap idea.
Guys, where you going?
I
Grizzly
can.
out here. Bye.
Guys, don't leave me out here with this little asshole.
Make
Work,
friends.
you can. This is a good opportunity to work out your problems.
Og's gonna leave the. Do they have like tents and stuff in their bags, or do we have like one big tent we carry around?
We had
I
a
mean,
cart.
Nigel had a cart.
Have we all been sleeping in like bedrolls in the elements?
Yes. Yes, we have. With my
God.
water skin.
Well, I mean, you guys did have the cart, and then you went to Arco, and then you went straight back to oh my God,
That place.
Bark Hollow. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
You went to Bark Hollow, and then you took a ship, so you haven't had to like sleep outside or do anything.
That's true.
So you guys go into the community, and you said you're like cure woundsing and doing all these things and going
Yeah.
doing what you need to do,
Patching
laying
up
on
roofs
hands,
and
going
lifting
through,
heavy
patching
things.
up. Karzus, this is brand new. You're in a fucking forest with like full on trees there. Like it's nice. It's not like, you know, like the bark is oozing off of the trees. Like it's actually a forest, like it's protected. There are walking lizard men. Like you're just like, I imagine just like eyes wide and like going through, like trying to touch everything, you know. Og is probably like looking at his own arms and looking at the arms of other, like, you know, dragonborn and things, like sucking it in a little bit. Probably Callista
Yes.
is like, you have draconic blood in you, so you're probably super excited being around all these people. And Steven, you're probably just like sizing everyone up because you tackled a dragonborn before, and you're probably like, I could take these guys. You know, push come to shove, I could probably take all of them right now. So yeah, you guys are going through. You definitely see like there's like a circle of like kind of wizards or cleric dragonborn. They're a little more elderly. They definitely look tired, but they are definitely kind of the source of this barrier. They're in a circle praying or casting spells, and there's like an energy going above them that's kind of like doming out. But there is like an infirmary section that the two dragonborn you guys are fighting we're going to. There are a bunch of different houses and huts and things like that. Mainly, the majority of them are unoccupied right now. Yeah, Callista, you probably go to the infirmary to start healing. Steven, I assume you do the same thing.
Yeah.
Og and Karzus, what are you guys going to do to try to help out these dragonborn for the time being?
So
Or are you just gonna like Karzus is gonna find like a little shallow pool to go take a nap in?
Og will ask. Well, sorry. Go ahead, Karzus.
Oh no, you can go first. You're good.
Okay, yeah. Og will just ask Bartok straight off. Like, Og not much of a healer or magic-y, but Og can do grunt work. So anything.
Okay. I'm trying to think of something creative to have you do.
Og can do some leather working.
Oh, Og has leather working skills?
Yeah, I have leather
Hasn't
working.
forgotten
Well,
those
I
yet.
so I had leather working, and then I had like weapon smithing, but then I had to pick one to lose, and I'd actually use the leather working more than the weapon smithing. So
yeah, he definitely asks you. He's like, yes, our leather worker has been one that's been gone. We only have a couple of apprentices. If you could show them the ropes a little bit or continue a couple of the projects that have been started, that would have been greatly appreciated. And he shows you to like the kind of leather working hut. There are some like, you know, partially made armors and things that are going. They're trying to you know, dry some hides and treat them and things like that. And there are a couple younger dragonborn. They're just around like looking around at what to do and like just touching things and trying to like make it seem like they know what they're doing. So Og can go in and learn them a little bit.
okay, yeah.
Karzus, what are you trying to do?
So I kind of have two ideas. I'm not 100% sure about like what the overall structure of like settlement is. One thing is that Karzus is really good at controlling water. So if they have any sort of like irrigation system or anything like that, he could help with that. Also, he does have the spell Fabricate, which allows him to, for as long as he has like 10 minutes of like solid focus, to basically turn any raw material into something. The caveat on it, I was reading about it, is like that it can't be something that requires like really high skill. But like if they just need something fixed, like even like the first example on it is he can make a bridge out of like trees.
What?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a spell.
Yeah, it's 4th level, so it's up there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I will say they definitely take you up on that offer. Yeah, they're just like, yes, absolutely. Like, you know, our woodworkers, our woodcutters, all these things have been like, you know, they're not around as much. Like they're lost or we don't know where they are. You know, they may have been killed. So they definitely take you up on that. Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. You hope that's a cool spell. I didn't even know that was one. Okay, cool. Let's see here. Og, I will say, well, everyone just roll a 20 for me, or no, everyone roll a 100 for me and see how well you do at your jobs that you've
Oh.
taken up. Well, because Karzis may be like, you really need this, and it's something that he would think is super important, but they would. They would. Yes.
Is all
Yeah.
zeros 100?
Are all zeros like you rolled a 0, 0, 0?
Yeah.
That is a 100.
All right, then I got that.
Holy shit!
I've never rolled 100 on a
Doesn't that
fucking
feel so
Q100.
good?
Yeah,
Doesn't
I'm
that
like,
feel so
I'm like,
good?
I'm like, what does that mean? Is that a
Is it
zero?
a
Is that
100 or a
The
0?
very first time when we were in,
I've never been so successful. I don't know what's
Lair,
going on.
Yeah,
Steven
we
is the best
insta-murked
helper.
somebody.
He's
yeah,
the best
no,
helper there is.
He
when
did.
you got
he
when
failed.
you guys were in Torlek's lair and you were
Mhm.
fighting in the fucking jail, and I did the crit fail with the half dragon. I
Oh,
rolled a
yeah.
100, and I was like, "Shut the fuck up!" That was an instant kill. He
Yeah,
killed
he ran
himself.
himself through.
And then I did the same thing to Nigel when you guys were in the cave in Prosperity. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
fucking
that's how he
100.
ended up with Memnog.
Exactly. So yeah, that's a 100. What did everyone else fucking roll?
Oh.
90.
Holy shit. All right.
I got a 21.
Okay. So what
Ooh.
I just described is what Karzis did. He's like, you need these nets. These nets are just so useful for any situation.
And
And my gift to you.
Og got a 30, so not great.
30. Yeah, Og, you're helping out. I think it's more so that the people that you're the apprentices that you're with. Am I frozen?
No, you're good.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
unless
you
you're
are.
frozen on your end.
Uh-oh.
We can hear you.
Oh,
You
there
tell me
go.
when I catch up.
You caught up.
Why don't you tell me?
Og, it's not more so you're teaching, it's the apprentices that you're dealing with just don't know a whole lot.
Mhm.
So it's hard for them to follow your instructions. You get a couple things done, like there's a set of armor, one set of armor that gets done, and you show them the basics of like tanning hides and shit like that. So yeah, you give them like a little more instruction for that they didn't have before.
Okay.
Yeah, Callista, fucking Steven, you guys like just power through all of the healing that you have capable and set these guys like real like people that are like just fucking like broken bones and shit. You're just like, weaving shit, like you're high-fiving each other, like going from bed to bed.
It's like a fucking 80s
you're healed and
montage.
you're it's a healing montage.
Mhm.
Absolutely. All right. So
hero.
exactly. So yeah, you guys get all that done. You're pretty exhausted by the end of it, Callista and Steven, just from all the healing. Karzis from creating things but trying to explain to people why they're important. I mentioned net. What else would Karzis have made? So nets, super, yeah, absolutely good. What's something else that you would have made for them that you would have thought was super important that they needed?
Toothpicks.
I can't even like said maybe he did make them like a sprinkler system, but he didn't do a very good job of explaining to them. Like like those sprinklers that go along, they like roll along.
Like at
It's
a
that,
farm.
but they don't really understand what it is. It's just a thing that's spraying water on it.
He made the system, but he couldn't locate a water source, so it's kind of ineffectual at this point. Yeah, I love it. That's wonderful. Okay, so now you guys all want to take a good old nappy nap.
Mhm.
Long rest.
Yeah, Og could use a long rest.
Yep.
Okay. I need to make a roll.
Og's gonna poke his head
Sure.
outside by Nigel and Quentin to make sure they haven't killed each other yet.
Well, that's what I'm rolling for, sir.
There can be
Okay.
only one.
Okay.
Like the opposite of the Thunderdome.
Exactly.
Two cannot enter,
So-
none leave.
Welcome to the
yeah,
Thunderdome.
things going down. You guys lay down. You're trying to sleep. Og peeks his head outside. Og, you see, like, you go to where you left them and you don't find them.
Mhm.
They're not there.
Are there
Their
signs of
stuff
a
isn't
struggle?
there.
They're the new ones
Okay.
that are
not,
gone.
There's no
Oh,
blood or
no.
penguin or human
There's
parts on the
no
ground.
blood. There isn't necessarily a sign of a struggle. You can't roll survival, because this is where survival comes in. You're looking at things on the ground and going through. Give me a big one, Og.
You should have a good one.
11.
No.
Okay.
I actually have a few
Ooh.
points in survival, but yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
roll well. Is there a
how
hole where
about-
Nigel was
you know
starting
what?
to try to
Throw-
dig under the barrier?
Shits and giggles. Throw the D4 on there. Why not?
Oh, yeah,
Emboldening
okay.
bond. Throw the D4 on there. I don't care how long it lasts. Just do it.
The rule of
This
Actually
will
got
fun.
a
work.
4.
This'll-
Actually got a 4 on it, so
There, that works. Okay.
15 altogether.
Yeah. So you go through and you look, and as far as signs of, it doesn't look like signs of a struggle. Like there's a lot of things happening, but it doesn't look like there was a fight. It looks like there was a lot of movement, things going on. There's like definitely stuff on the ground that has been displaced or moved around or things. And as you're trying to go through, like trying to figure out what the hell's happened, again, you don't see Quentin, you don't see Nigel. You do see remnants of Nigel's clothes.
Uh-oh.
He's naked.
Yeah. Why is Nigel naked?
Why is Nigel naked?
Well, here's the question. Are we, this is just odd, right?
This
Or
is just
not.
odd.
Okay.
I guess I
Unless-
will pick up Nigel's remains of his undergarments to bring back
They
with me and
are,
inform
yeah,
everyone
and
else.
it's not just like he took them off and threw them. Like they are, like, they're pieces.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be really messed up if you killed Nigel when Les isn't even here.
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be?
Yeah,
That's why I rolled.
that's what
Kind
happens.
of fitting.
I'll remember that roll.
Yeah, Og is a little bit
So,
concerned about that, so he'll gather that up and he'll come back in and let everyone know that something may have happened to Nigel and Quentin, or Nigel by Quentin, or vice versa. Some combination of those two factors, and something bad happened.
Gotcha. Okay, so you guys, you guys turn in for the night going through. I can either give you the choice, or I can roll for it.
Well, what?
Which would you prefer?
Why would you roll? I'm on a roll person. Like that's what this game is.
Roll for it?
I want to roll for myself.
No. I get to roll, or you get to choose. And I'm not telling you what it's for. I'm purposely being vague. I get to roll, or you get to choose. Which one will it be?
I say roll.
Roll?
Roll.
I'm a
Roll.
gambler.
Which die would you like me to roll?
What are our options?
Good
Any of
one.
them?
Whichever one you want. It's a 50-50 chance here.
A 12, because nobody ever rolls
12.
12s.
I will roll a 12. There it is. All right. Let's see. High or low?
Care.
I mean, we don't know what they mean, so either is meaningless.
I have something in my head. I needed your input. High or low?
I.
Yeah.
High.
Og likes to see high numbers.
Cool. Okay.
You're not even gonna
You
tell us what it
guys-
was that you rolled?
No, this is where it comes in. I tell the story.
Did you-
Okay. You guys go to sleep. It's kind of a like it's not a I'm yelling again. Elise tells me when I'm yelling. I'm yelling again.
I get those two. It's okay.
It's similar to the last few nights on the boat. You guys were kind of tossing and turning. You were just like, you don't know if you're uncomfortable, what's going on. So you guys get your so you wake up and you start getting up. You don't feel fully rested. You don't have like not to the point where you have like exhaustion. But and here's where the rolling comes into. As far as your rest goes, you do not get your hit points back fully, but you do get your spell slot back.
I like that. That's fine by me.
So I will
Fully?
go through on
Like,
Nigel
no hit
here.
points, or
You get
like
no hit
some?
points back.
You get no hit points back.
Hog's gonna need someone
But
to do
you do
healing
get
on
your
him.
spell slots. But you do get your spell slots. So I will come in here and I'm going to check Nigel. Okay. And I'm going to check our best buddy, Quentin. There's our best buddy. Okay. All right. And you guys wake up and you come out and you meet with each other. And Brytalk is out there too, and he asks how you rested.
Seems like some god or deity didn't want me to get a good night's sleep. I don't quite feel as good as I normally do. Someone didn't like me last night.
Well, it seems like someone didn't like everyone, because I've been asking amongst the crowd, and nobody slept well, which makes me wonder, because that hasn't happened until you all came.
I mean, fair enough. I
And
mean,
I'm fucking frozen, apparently.
oh,
This
it's-
sucks.
We can
We're
still
good.
hear you, but your
We-
picture does keep freezing. Well, we can't hear you now if you're talking.
Good's a good face. There it is. Hi, that's even better one.
Yes, you're back.
Hello. Did you hear the words that I said before I?
I think
Cut
so.
We heard. I
Yeah.
heard. Last thing we heard you say was because I'm frozen.
Nobody slept well.
I think you froze again.
Nobody slept well. Nobody slept well.
All right, I'm gonna try to turn off my video and see if that helps at all.
Nobody slept well.
Okay. Nobody slept well. He says
That hasn't been a problem until you all came here, which makes me wonder why that is.
Well,
Hmm.
trouble tends to follow us. You know, we're all trying to do the right thing, and it tends to just always turn out poorly. It could be our problem, but sidebar, the two we left outside are missing.
Og found shredded undergarments of Nigel.
everyone throw insights for me, if you would please.
18.
19. Og thinks Quentin and Nigel had a romantic tryst.
18, 19. Jesus. Cars is close to what were yours?
13.
All that anger was just sexual tension between them.
22.
Jesus.
22.
Okay, 22. Callista, I'll start with you. Do you want your insight to be for the unrest or for Nigel and Quentin?
Unrest.
Unrest. Okay. This will be very fitting for you in particular. So, Callista, you have noticed that the feelings of unrest that have kind of happened in this in the last few days, and you are welcome to tell this to everyone or learn or keep this to yourself. You have noticed that the time frame for this happening is pretty much spot on for when you attuned to your new toy.
I'm gonna keep that to myself.
All right. Let's see. Og, you got the 19. Do
Yeah.
you want your insight for the unrest or for Nigel
No.
and Quentin?
Nigel and Quentin.
Cool. Og, you absolutely know, because we mentioned this a couple sessions ago, that the timeline for when things were happening and how long, how many days have gone past, that this past evening was a full moon.
Oh no. Oh good. That means
No.
Og's not a werewolf.
Where's Callista?
So yeah, Og's first thought was yes, and then he's oh no.
So there is that.
Og will
Um,
share his both good and bad news with them.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Like Og figured out why this is. On plus note, Og did not go into a rage and kill everyone last night. So,
Oh,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, exactly.
what you're saying is maybe Nigel did.
but Nigel maybe.
That
Yeah.
could have been bad.
I mean,
There was there no.
mostly
They
for
said there was
Quentin.
no blood.
Og didn't see any blood. I mean,
Okay, all right, all right.
Yeah, there wasn't any blood that you saw.
hmm.
All right,
this
so
where Nigel
there was a where Nigel.
scurried around the forest somewhere,
Yes,
naked now.
yes. Stephen, would you like to use your 18 for the unrest or for Nigel and Quentin?
Is this all getting shared? Like the two?
If
That they-
you say so.
I'm gonna do. I think he would want to know more about the unrest at this point.
You
Or no.
know,
I would, well, because I would have think it's his wearerism would have been within that last month, wouldn't it?
who yours?
No, I didn't know. I'm immune to disease. Nigel, I would know that it would have been a full moon, so I would go for the sleeplessness.
The unrest.
Mhm.
Yeah, you pretty much know that. I mean, you remember that when it started was the last little portion of when you were on the ship from when you got here, and now it's continued to go on. So something happened on the ship that caused this to start. Like it was something that was uneasy, and you know that because I think Nigel told you guys, or Quentin told you guys, that Nigel tried to do something with Quentin. He tried to
Mhm.
fucking murder Quentin at one point.
Yeah.
So there was just a couple things that happened on there, whether with you guys personally or anything else, that like something happened on the boat and it's continuing over here.
All right.
You know, you can't put your finger on 100%. Perhaps it's something with the proximity of the forest. You don't know, because it was the last little portion of the boat trip. So something
Oh,
is
wow.
not something ain't right. Now, as you guys are kind of talking and forming a plan, as you're talking with Brytalk, as he told you, there are a couple different portions of the forest that could potentially be where this is going on, like what the origination is. So I did make some notes, and you guys are welcome to choose amongst yourselves, or you can roll for it and figure out where you want to go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 sections of the forest
Og kind of wants to
That,
try to find Nigel, actually.
that he
That's-
thinks
that's odd.
potentially maybe
That's Og's vote, but
you could do that too. And Brytalk, I will say, he understands of you wanting to find your missing compatriot. He's
yeah, I think he would
very well aware
he would
of
empathize
the
with that.
desire for that, because that's what he's been doing. So if you guys want to do that, you can go out and search for Nigel too.
We might be able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone too, if we can start trying to follow his trail and see if that's sort of
Mhm.
going in the direction of any of them. But
Yeah. Try to
we
try to
would have to
try
get
to
an idea where
do
he went
both.
first.
Try to do both, and if the paths diverge,
So
yeah.
be it.
You try to do both. Okay, so if you want to,
you follow his trail, and then if it diverges away from one of the other focal points, then you just I think Stephen would go straight to whatever focal point that was closest.
all right, so you guys are starting with, let's find Nigel, and if it puts us towards a certain route, then we'll go that route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, gather yourself. Are we doing any healings or potion chuggings or anything else for anyone that needs hit points before you
I would
Anybody
like
needs
to-
them, I could give some healing. I'm good.
Og's at 40 of 92, so Og could use
All right.
some.
I'll say this, just like I offered last time, if you want to take a short rest, you can burn some hit dice and see what you get.
I'm only down 20. I think I'm okay.
Can we do a short rest and I do a prayer of healing during that short rest?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Still-
Og will do that unless y'all like really want to just get started.
Let's do a
Um,
short rest because I'm down 20 and that's somewhat significant. I can do a prayer of healing to top up anybody who still needs anything or something else, some other version of healing. Is that okay? Short
Yeah,
rest.
That's fine. I was gonna
Alright, well,
say though.
yeah, take a short rest, burn some hit dice if you want to.
So how does that work? I
And
just
depending on what everyone gets, we can
I
see if you
choose how
wanna
many
do a
hit
prayer of
dice I
healing
want
on
to
top of
burn
it.
during the short rest, or
Yes. You
Yep.
hit the short rest button.
You
and
can
click
use
the how
use
many.
0 or you can use all of them. It doesn't matter. So whatever you want to do.
okay.
I have to press each individual.
Hmm.
Just see what happens. Do it. Okay.
God damn it! It didn't show me.
Yeah, same. I gotta manually do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a buzzkill, but are we closer to a stopping point?
Yep. I'm just
Okay.
checking to see what get you guys healed up,
15, 15,
and then we'll
16,
see
17,
how
18.
well
10.
you can track Nigel, and then we'll probably call it quits.
All right,
You
cool.
buzzkill.
So I do have a request.
I'm up
like,
to full with 2 hit dice.
well,
Sure.
everybody else is getting settled. So I really want to swap out my spells. Like,
Yes.
I feel like in game, I would have done that while we were like resting, having like long rest in the Dragonborn's village.
Mhm.
But I'm also really tired tonight, and that needs like time. Is it okay if I come to like next session with like my spells?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no. That's fine. That's fine. No. I'm not worried about that. You're good.
Okay, Og is mostly healed back up.
Anybody else?
What do you
not
need?
healed?
I can give you some healing if you need to be up to full.
No,
I can
I'm
give
at
you-
90 of 92, so
Oh.
I'm fine.
I can give you the
Okay.
2. I've got 45.
He doesn't want it.
If you
Fine,
really want to give me 2 to heal me back up, I will accept them.
take them.
Okay, Og isn't back at full health.
Ta-da!
Huzzah.
Steven is
All
the
right.
best helper.
So let's do this for the kind of final portion of the session. Since you guys are gonna try to find Nigel. Who's leading this excursion? Bright Talk is coming
I
with
think
you
it would
guys.
be whoever is probably best at survival. Whoever's got. I've only got a +1.
Og has a +4 to survival, but Brightalk may know the area better. Well, actually, no. Brightalk definitely knows the area better, but
I
He
always know
knows
which
the
way's
area,
north.
but as far as like tracking something in particular, he may not be the best. I'll let you guys know
Well-
he has a +3 to his survival. So it's
okay,
not
so
bad.
So August, I guess, the best with his +4 then.
You look with your +4, and then I'll mentally know which way we go so we can get back.
There you go.
Yeah, and
All
Og
right,
will
so yeah,
consult
you
with
guys-
Brightalk a little bit to find out kind of what we're going towards as well.
Okay.
But-
My God, sorry, I just looked at Bright Talk. His passive insight is 18. Holy shit. He's a
Lord.
fucking lie detector.
He's
Yes, let's
Nigel's
go
natural
find
worst
Nigel.
enemy.
Let's go find Nigel. All right. So you guys, Og, start us off. You go out to where you found the shredded clothes. Throw me a survival check. Let's track down this Nigel.
Brightalk should just be able
Ooh,
to
coming out hot, 23.
Nice.
I
Damn.
almost rolled a 20.
Yeah, yeah, you're going through, you're finding all of the different tracks and everything going on. It looks like Nigel's feet and it doesn't look like Nigel's feet, but it's big enough to where you can definitely follow. Give me another one. You're definitely on the trail going through.
Okay,
I'll
19
see if
total
you're
that
heading
one,
in
so
any
still
particular
decent.
direction here.
Okay, so yeah, 19 on the next one.
All right, what was your roll, Crows?
The second roll.
Yeah, second
Uh,
roll.
Yeah, there's a 19.
Yeah, dude, Og's hot out the gate. Yeah, you're going through, you're looking. You do see a little bit of like marks on trees and things. You see perhaps a little bit of blood. Hopefully it's not Nigel's. And do me one more.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on,
One more
Og.
survival check.
18. So
18.
still pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. You yeah, you guys are going through, you're following Og. Og is like finding all the things on the trees, on the ground. He's like, touching the ground with his middle finger, tipping it to his tongue. He's like,
He went this way.
yeah, he
Tastes like
knows-
were penguin.
He knows he knows Nigel. Like, I mean, Nigel gravitates towards Og for protection and everything else. So like he knows his smell. Somehow he probably knows Nigel's taste. We won't get into it this session. Yeah, you're just fucking keyed in. You had over a 20, a 19. That's like you're right there. And so you come across this this kind of open field, and you see a lump in the middle of the field. And as you are going up to it, well, how do you approach this lump in the field? It's kind of small.
Cautiously.
Could be Nigel, could be something else. Cautiously. Okay. Do you give like a little pss, 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 pss?
I ask if that Nigel is that you or hello?
Give a roll for this, because that's what we do here. This is what Degnan likes. Oh, that's a high one. Okay. All right. So yeah, Nigel, is that you? And you just see it kind of shift a little bit and push up with what appear to be arms, and they don't look like arms. And then you see the beak out in front of it, and you do recognize it as Nigel. And he just kind of gets himself up and then looks at you guys, and then looks straight back down on the floor and goes, and there's like a big, just like piece of something that he coughs up.
Oh no.
Quentin.
And he looks back over at you guys and says, guys,
Oh shit.
I'm pretty sure I'm a werewolf. And we'll go ahead and just call it there.
That's a good ending. I
Yeah,
love
that's a
it.
good stopping point.
100%.
It's happened twice, so yeah, he's
Yeah.
well aware now. Well, hopefully, Les, you think that I played Nigel well. Still no sign of Quentin. You don't know where Quentin is. You'll have to investigate that piece that he coughed up to see if that is in fact Quentin. And then we'll go from there. We'll find out where you guys are. I'm gonna make a note because I just
Oh
rolled.
yeah,
to
Quentin
find
was
out where
really
you
hurt
guys
too.
are.
He hadn't really gotten a lot of healing, had he?
No.
Correctamundo.
Jeez.
Next time on Smells
Yeah.
Like Crit.
So for next time, we'll find out what Nigel did, where Quentin is, where you guys are, and what the fuck's coming on next. This has been Smells Like Crit. Hopefully, it won't be another month. Good session, guys. Had a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
good session. Yeah.
Lots of good things, and yeah, we'll catch you next time.